Love the Eagles as much as we do? Then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world has been buzzing after recent remarks from Josh Sweat, the defensive end whose departure from the Philadelphia Eagles left fans stunned and debates raging across social media. Sweat, who left the Eagles after several seasons of consistent performance, revealed in a candid interview that leaving the team may not have been the best decision of his career. Sources close to the player indicate that the regret stems not only from professional reasons, but also from the personal bonds he formed in Philadelphia. Sweat described the locker room atmosphere, the connection with teammates, and the sense of belonging that came from years of camaraderie as irreplaceable, something he hasn't found in his new environment. The timing of this revelation is particularly intriguing, given the Eagles' strong performance this season and their continued dominance in the NFC East. Analysts are speculating whether Sweat's public admission might impact trade talks, team dynamics, or even his future contract negotiations. Social media platforms have erupted with fans expressing mixed emotions, ranging from empathy to frustration, as they reflect on the possibility that one of their former stars might be reconsidering the choices that shaped his career. Adding another layer to the narrative, insiders reveal that Sweat's regret is compounded by his observation of the Eagles' current defensive scheme, which has flourished under new coaching adjustments that he helped lay the groundwork for during his tenure. The success of his former teammates, particularly on the defensive line, has become a bittersweet reminder of what he left behind. Analysts argue that while Sweat's skills are undeniable, the intangible elements, team culture, city attachment, and fan support, play a critical role in a player's overall satisfaction and performance. This acknowledgement opens up a discussion in sports circles about the challenges athletes face when making career moves driven by contracts, free agency opportunities, or personal ambitions. Rumors are now swirling that the Eagles' front office has taken notice of Sweat's comments, and while nothing concrete has been reported, whispers suggest preliminary conversations could be on the table regarding a possible return. Fans are naturally speculating wildly, imagining scenarios where Sweat might don the green and white jersey once again. If history is any guide, these situations rarely follow a straightforward path, and the next few months could see an unexpected twist in this unfolding story. In addition to professional and team-related reasons, Sweat reportedly misses the city itself, where he built a strong rapport with the local community, fans, and even charitable organizations. Philadelphia, known for its passionate fan base, has embraced many players who exhibit loyalty and character, and Sweat's candid revelation has reignited fan support despite his departure. Social media campaigns and fan forums have been abuzz, with hashtags advocating for his return trending intermittently. Observers point out that this fan-driven energy can influence team decisions, especially when a player has previously been a standout contributor. Meanwhile, analysts are debating the impact of Sweat's absence on his current team's defensive cohesion and whether his dissatisfaction might affect his on-field performance. The combination of nostalgia, professional evaluation, and public sentiment creates a narrative ripe for speculation. The story has drawn attention beyond just Eagles fans, as the broader NFL community ponders the broader implications of player movement, loyalty, and personal reflection. Many former players have expressed similar sentiments after leaving familiar environments, suggesting that Sweat's feelings are part of a larger pattern in professional sports. Sweat's comments have also sparked conversations among his former teammates, who reportedly expressed surprise but also understanding of his reflections. Sources indicate that private messages and calls between Sweat and current Eagles players have highlighted mutual respect and a desire to maintain strong connections, regardless of team affiliation. This behind-the-scenes dialogue has fueled additional speculation about a possible reunion, with some insiders hinting that if circumstances align, Sweat might be enticed to rejoin the Eagles roster. Media pundits, however, caution that while emotional narratives are compelling, practical considerations such as salary cap space, positional needs, and team strategy play a decisive role. Yet the human element, the regret, nostalgia, and desire for belonging, is a powerful undercurrent in sports stories, often influencing decisions in ways that raw statistics cannot predict. Fans are naturally captivated by these personal dimensions, which add drama and suspense to otherwise straightforward transactional news. Analysts continue to dissect Sweat's comments, looking for clues about timing, intentions, and potential negotiations that could reshape the Eagles' defensive lineup in the near future. Interestingly, the timing of Sweat's reflection coincides with a period of heightened Eagles success, creating a juxtaposition between his regret and the team's upward trajectory. This contrast has led commentators to discuss the psychological impact of leaving a successful environment, especially when players observe their former teammates thriving. Sweat's case is now being compared to other high-profile NFL departures, where players publicly express second thoughts, illustrating a recurring theme of career decisions complicated by human emotion. Sports psychologists note that such regrets are natural and often emerge when players face new environments that fail to match the culture, camaraderie, and support they experienced previously. This layer of insight has added depth to media coverage, elevating what might have been a simple player regret story into a broader commentary on career choices, loyalty, and personal fulfillment in professional sports. The ripple effects of these reflections are far-reaching, potentially impacting fan perception, media narratives, and even team morale as stories about Sweat's introspection continue to circulate. The rumor mill has been relentless, with insiders offering conflicting takes on whether Sweat's comments are a genuine expression of remorse or a strategic move to influence contract negotiations. Some suggest that the timing may coincide with upcoming free agency windows, hinting that public sentiment could be leveraged as part of a broader career strategy. Meanwhile, Eagles fans remain hopeful, sharing memories of Sweat's on-field heroics and imagining a scenario where he returns to bolster the team's defensive line. The dynamic interplay between professional ambition, personal reflection, and fan-driven narrative makes this story especially captivating. As the weeks unfold, speculation will likely intensify, drawing more attention to Sweat's situation and increasing the pressure on both teams to make decisions that satisfy not only practical needs, but emotional connections as well. In this swirling mix of rumor, regret, and possibility, one thing is certain. The NFL community will be watching closely, eager to see whether Josh Sweat's words signal the beginning of a new chapter back in Philadelphia or simply reflect a nostalgic moment in a complex professional journey. Adding another layer to the ongoing buzz, some analysts point out that Sweat's defensive skills remain highly valuable in today's NFL, especially for teams looking to strengthen pass rush and edge defense. His combination of speed, strength, and instinctive playmaking made him a key contributor for the Eagles, and losing that presence left a noticeable gap. Rumors now suggest that multiple teams, not just the Eagles, could be interested in acquiring him if he becomes available again. Yet, Sweat's admission of regret adds a unique twist to the narrative, signaling that personal satisfaction and team culture are as important to him as financial incentives or contract length. Fans and sports commentators alike are dissecting every word of his interview, trying to read between the lines for clues about his true intentions. Will he seek a reunion with the Eagles, or is this a moment of reflection that will ultimately leave him committed to his current team? Speculation runs rampant, with social media threads and sports talk shows dissecting every possible scenario, from mid-season trades to off-season negotiations, amplifying the tension and intrigue surrounding the situation. Meanwhile, insiders hint that Sweat's relationship with the Eagles' coaching staff has remained intact, with mutual respect forming the foundation for potential discussions about return. The significance of these bonds cannot be overstated, as NFL teams often weigh not just talent, but personality, leadership, and locker room dynamics when considering roster moves. Sources indicate that Sweat's regret might inspire conversations about possible short-term or even long-term agreements, particularly if the Eagles face challenges on the defensive line due to injuries or performance fluctuations. Media coverage has latched onto these details, further fueling speculation and fan excitement. From a narrative perspective, the story perfectly captures the tension between career strategy and emotional fulfillment, making it a compelling subplot within the broader NFL season. Every interview, tweet, and insider remark is being scrutinized, feeding into a rumor ecosystem that thrives on ambiguity and suspense. As the story unfolds, sports analysts are weighing the likelihood of various outcomes, considering factors such as salary cap constraints, positional depth, and Sweat's stated desire for a familiar environment where he feels valued and connected. Some sources suggest that Sweat's regret could be more than a fleeting sentiment and might influence his professional trajectory in tangible ways. If he pursues a return to Philadelphia, the dynamics of the team's defensive rotation could shift, creating opportunities and challenges for both him and his former teammates. While speculative, these possibilities have sparked creative discussions among fans, analysts, and social media communities who debate how a reunion could reshape the Eagles' championship prospects. Sweat's candidness adds authenticity to the narrative, giving fans a glimpse into the internal struggles and reflections that professional athletes often experience but rarely publicize. By revealing his feelings, he has inserted himself into a complex conversation about loyalty, personal fulfillment, and strategic career planning, elevating the discussion beyond simple performance metrics. The ripple effects of this revelation are expected to persist for weeks, as both fan enthusiasm and media coverage sustain interest and continue to generate speculation about potential moves and their implications for the broader NFL landscape. In addition to the professional ramifications, Sweat's comments have reignited discussion about the human side of professional sports, highlighting the emotional and psychological dimensions that often go unreported. Analysts and commentators have emphasized that players' decisions are rarely solely financial. The cultural fit, team cohesion, city environment, and relationships with coaches and teammates all contribute to overall satisfaction. Sweat's experience serves as a case study in how these elements influence career trajectories, particularly when a player moves from a familiar, supportive environment to a new team with different expectations and dynamics. Observers note that this dimension of the story resonates widely because it mirrors challenges faced by athletes across sports, making Sweat's reflections relatable beyond Philadelphia. Fans are captivated by this honesty, which adds depth to the rumor, creating a narrative that blends personal introspection with professional speculation. The story now transcends a simple player regret headline, evolving into a conversation about identity, belonging, and the delicate balance athletes must navigate between ambition and fulfillment in the high-stakes world of professional football. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors are intensifying around potential timing, with some insiders suggesting that negotiations could accelerate if the Eagles encounter mid-season injuries or performance issues on the defensive line. While nothing is confirmed, speculation that Sweat's comments are a precursor to action has energized both fan and media discussions. Analysts are weighing multiple scenarios, from Sweat returning for the remainder of the season to potential off-season moves designed to reintegrate him into the team's long-term plans. This anticipation has created a feedback loop, where public sentiment could potentially influence internal team considerations, further blurring the line between rumor and reality. Meanwhile, social media remains alive with debate, as fans passionately argue the merits of a reunion and reflect on Sweat's previous contributions to the Eagles' success. The combination of professional analysis, fan engagement, and personal reflection has made this one of the most compelling NFL stories in recent memory, illustrating how a single player's introspection can reverberate across an entire league. While much of the narrative centers on Sweat's regret, experts also point to the opportunity for him to leverage this moment strategically, potentially creating leverage in contract discussions or exploring teams where the cultural fit aligns more closely with his values. Observers note that in professional sports, timing, perception, and emotional intelligence are often as important as raw talent in shaping outcomes. Sweat's public acknowledgement of his feelings adds intrigue and unpredictability, elements that make the rumor especially potent. Fans, meanwhile, are energized, imagining scenarios in which Sweat returns to Philadelphia, joins another team in a surprising twist, or even uses the reflection as motivation to elevate his performance elsewhere. Every possible outcome feeds into the narrative, generating engagement, commentary, and speculation across multiple platforms. The story continues to evolve, demonstrating how a single candid statement can ripple through the sports world, affecting perception, sentiment, and potential decision-making at the highest levels. As the saga continues, one certainty remains. Josh Sweat's reflections have captured the imagination of Eagles fans, sports analysts, and the broader NFL community. Whether his regret leads to a return, a recalibration of career goals, or simply serves as a cautionary tale about professional choices, the buzz surrounding his remarks shows no signs of slowing. The combination of nostalgia, skill evaluation, and human emotion creates a compelling story that transcends ordinary sports reporting, giving fans and commentators alike a storyline to follow with bated breath. Speculation will persist, and every statement, game performance, or team development will be analyzed for clues, keeping Sweat at the center of one of the NFL's most talked-about narratives. In the end, this story serves as a reminder that beyond statistics and contracts, the human experience, emotions, relationships, and reflections remains a powerful force in shaping the trajectory of professional athletes and the teams they leave behind or hope to rejoin. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.